Good morning, Year 6. Welcome back to your maths lesson. So today is Wednesday, the 24th of February, and once again, we're continuing on with ratios. So let me just start to share my screen. So our learning objective today is to understand how to calculate ratio. Your starter is a little ratio starter, a little recap. So Annie is making some necklaces to sell. For every one pink bead, she uses 3 purple beads. Okay, so you've got 5 questions on there to answer, and I will come back to you once you've paused it and had a go. Okay, 6. Well done. I hope you had a go at that and it wasn't too tricky. I've got your answers up on screen now. So what is the ratio of pink beads to purple beads? Remember, pink to purple, so pink is first, so it's 1 to 3. Remember, it said 1 to 3. Number 2, if I had 24 purple beads, how many pink beads would I have? So if I had 24 purple beads, it would be 24 divided by our 3. 24 divided by our 3, which is 8, so we know that it's 3 times 8. So then we do 1 times 8, which is 8. So it's 8 pink beads, okay? 8 pink beads. Number 3, what is the ratio of purple beads to pink beads? That is the other way around, is 3 to 1. Number 4, how many purple beads would I have if I had 17 pink beads? Okay, so that's obviously 1 times 17. So it's 3 times 17, which is 51 purple beads. So well done if you got that. And number 5, Annie adds a red bead to her necklace. For every 3 pink beads, she has 9 purple beads and 6 red beads. What is the ratio of pink beads to red beads in its simplest form? Okay, simplest form. So can you divide all the parts down? So what is the ratio of pink beads, which is 3 pink beads, to red beads in its simplest form? So there is 6 red beads. So it is 1 to 2 in its simplest form, okay? 1 to 2. So well done once again if you got that. So moving on now to our big question. Okay, so it's on the screen now. Eva has a packet of sweets. For every 3 red sweets, there are 5 green sweets. If there are 32 sweets in the packet in total, how many of each color are there? Okay, so have a little think about that, perhaps have a think about how you would answer that, or have a go if you would like to, and then I'll do a little bit of an explanation, a little bit of input, and then we'll just go right back to the big question. Okay, so today, as I said, we're going to continue to build our knowledge on ratio, and to do this we need to look at some other forms of ratio questions. So some worded questions aren't just going to ask you what the ratio is of this, or if I have a certain number of this, what number of another amount would it be. They can require you to find the part and the whole as well, so just like our big question. And one way of making this easier is by using the bar model once again. Okay, so we're going to once again be using the bar model today to help us with ratio, because it's a good representative of seeing equal parts. Okay, so back to our big question. And obviously I'll put in this box here, remember to highlight key information. That is so important, guys. I'm always saying it. Highlight your key information in your questions, because it's always going to help to just be able to look back at that and instantly know that relevant information. Okay, so Eva has a packet of sweets. For every 3 red sweets, I'll underline that, there are 5 green sweets. So I'm underlining my key information. If there are 32 sweets in the packet in total, how many of each color are there? So you can use a bar model to help you. That is highlighted already, okay? You can use a bar model to help you. So don't forget to use those. Okay, so we know that for every 3 red sweets, there are 5 green sweets, okay? So that's what's in our bar model here. We've got 3 red sweets and 5 green sweets, okay? And if there are 32 sweets in the packet in total, just like it's written here, if there are 32 sweets in the packet in total, how many of each color are there? Okay, so we've got our bar model in front of us here, and what we're able to do is count up how many parts there are overall over these two. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 red beads, 4, 5 sweets, sorry, not beads, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8 sweets in total. Okay, 8 sweets in total, and I'm going to put my 8 here. I'm just going to put my 8 right here. We've got 8 sweets in total as we've just counted up. So if there are 32 sweets in the packet in total, how many of each color are there? So what I can now do is divide the total number of sweets in the packet by my number here. So I'll do 32 divided by 8, which we know to be 4, So 32 divided by 8 is 4, okay? So now that we know that this is 4, it means that 4 times what we have here, gives us 32 sweets in total. So all I need to do now is times each of my colors, the red sweets and the green sweets, by 4, okay? That's all I need to do, times it by 4. So I'll be timesing 3 by 4, which gives us 12. So we've got 12 red sweets, and then green, we know we've got 5. So we do 5 times 4 equals 20. And then we've got 20 green sweets, okay? So this is our answer. We have got, sorry, pardon me. We have got 12, sorry, I know the one's not very visible, 12 red sweets and 20 green sweets, okay? So all we did there was we counted up the parts, we divided that number by, we divided the total by that number, and then we were able to just simply multiply it to find out how many of each there were, okay? So we'll go into some me and we. So we'll look at our first question here as another example. A farmer plants some crops in a field. For every 4 carrots, he plants 2 leeks. He plants 48 carrots in total. How many leeks did he plant? Okay, so straight away, I'm going to highlight the key information in the question, okay? So for every 4 carrots, he plants 2 leeks, okay? So he's planted 48 carrots in total. He's planted 48 carrots in total. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw out my bar model, okay? So I know that for every 4 carrots, he plants 2 leeks. So I'm going to have my 4 carrots here and my 2 leeks in the green, okay? So I'll do this as well, just to make it a little bit clearer. So he has planted 48 carrots. So we've got our 48 next to our carrots here. So we need to work out how many times our carrots have gone into this 48, okay? So we know there's 4. So we can do 48 divided by our 4, which gives us what? 48 divided by 4. Which gives us 12, okay? Which gives us 12. So we know now, once again, that this amount of carrots, our 4 carrots here, for every 4 carrots we planted 2 leeks, this has happened 12 times, okay? 12 times. So what we did here was we times by 12, and we've got to do exactly the same thing to the leeks, okay? So it's how many leeks did he plant? So we planted 12 times the carrots, so we'll do times 12 down here as well. Okay, so 2 times 12, we know to be 24. Okay, so how many leeks did he plant? 24 leeks. And then, of course, how many vegetables did he plant in total? We would just simply do the 48 carrots added to the 24 leeks, which would give us 72 vegetables, okay? 72 vegetables overall. So well done. If you did that, you had a go before me and you got that correct. Let's have a go at the we, okay? So let me just rub some of this out because it's a little bit unclear. Okay. So Jack mixes 2 parts of red paint with 3 parts blue paint to make purple paint. If he uses 12 parts blue paint, how many parts red paint does he use? Okay, so once again, highlighting the key parts of our question, we've got 2 parts of red paint with every 3 parts of blue paint, okay? 2 parts of red paint with every 3 parts of blue paint. So firstly, I've written out my bar model. So I've got my 2 parts of red paint in here and my 3 parts of blue paint over here, okay? So if he uses 12 parts blue paint, I'll highlight that. How many parts red paint does he use? So I've written my bar model for my 12 parts of blue paint down here. Now I need to think, how do I get from my 3 parts up here to my 12? What do I need to multiply by? What do I need to multiply by? So 12 divided by 3, we'll do the inverse, gives us 4. So it's times by 4. And now we need to know how many parts red paint does he use. And of course, we would do the same thing, times by 4, which would give us, I'm not going to draw the bar out, but 2 times 4 would give us 8. Okay, so we'd have 8 parts red paint. 8 parts red paint. So well done if that's what you got. And let's move on to the U. Let's move on to the U. So the U question is on the board. Teddy has 2 packets of sweets. In the first packet, for every 1 strawberry sweet, there are 2 orange sweets. In the second packet, for every 3 orange sweets, there are 2 strawberry sweets. Each packet contains 15 sweets in total. Which packet has more strawberry sweets and by how many? Okay, so have a go. And then once you're ready, come back to me and I will go through the answer. Okay, Essex. So well done for having a go at that. The answer is up on screen. I will go through it with a bar model as well. 1 second, let me just make this bigger. Okay, so the first packet has 5 strawberry sweets and 10 orange sweets. And the second packet has 6 strawberry sweets and 9 orange sweets. So the second packet has 1 more strawberry sweet than the first packet. So that is the answer. Well done if you got it. And let's go through the working out. Okay, so in the first packet, for every 1 strawberry sweet, there are 2 orange sweets. Okay, so I've got pack number 1 and pack number 2 down here with each of their individual bar models. Okay, so I've put my total of 15 next to here, okay? And I'll go through our method again. So in the first packet, for every 1 strawberry sweet, there are 2 orange sweets, okay? So we've got our 1 and our 2, and we know that our total is 15. So we're going to count up how many we have overall. We have 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? So how do we get from this 3 to 15? How do we get from this 3 to 15? We times by 5, okay? We times by 5. So what I could do is 15 divided by the 3 equals 5, okay? So I could do it that way as well. So 15 divided by 3 equals 5, and this is the number that we're going to be timesing each of these parts by, okay? So times by 5 equals 5. And down here, times by 5 equals 10, okay? So we know that 10 add 5 gives us our 15 in total, which gives us that almost sense of reassurance that we've done it correctly. And we know that there are 5 strawberry sweets and 10 orange sweets, okay? So we can double check that, yeah, 5 strawberry sweets and 10 orange sweets. And in pack 2, we'll do the very same thing, okay? So we'll count up how many. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this time we'll do 15 divided by 5, the amount here, which equals 3. So it's the other way around. So now we can times each of these parts by 3. So 2 times 3 gives us 6 strawberry sweets, and 3 times 3 gives us 9 orange sweets. Okay, so now we know that the packet with the most strawberry sweets is pack number 2 with the 6, and pack number 1 has the 5, okay? So well done if you got that correct, and well done if you used your bar models correctly. I can't stress enough how helpful the bar models are and how critical it is that you're using them to help you work out the answer, because it's so much easier through this. All right, so your success criteria is to find the total amount, then divide the total amount by the overall number of parts as we've been doing, and then multiply each part of the ratio by this number. Okay, so You will have your assignment on Teams, your quiz on Teams to complete with some questions to practice. If you can't access this, once again, email the Year 6 email and we'll just send you the questions over. Good luck. I look forward to seeing how you do on this. Cheers, Year 6.